Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are designing a responsive header from scratch using HTML and CSS. Now in the previous video, I showed you how to write the CSS for the desktop version of our header. Now in this video, we will make it responsive and we will design the mobile version of this header. So let's get started. Alright, this is how the desktop version looks right now, and we have these hover effects over here as well for these icons and even for these buttons. Alright, now let's start with the mobile version, and I have reduced the width of the browser window, and this is how it looks right now. So let's go to our style.css, and first of all, let's remove this nav bar from here. So in the mobile version, we don't want to have this nav bar. We're going to create a new nav bar for that. So let's scroll down, and here let's add a media query. So I'll just type @media, and I'll just type max width of 700 pixels. So now what this does is that when the width of the browser window is less than 700 pixels, whatever styles we have over here will be added to the website. So for example, if I just select everything and if I just type display none, then we can see that nothing is being displayed over here in our website. But if we increase the width of the browser window, we can see that everything is being displayed. So when the width of the browser window is less than 700 pixels, all these styles are being added to our website. Right now that we know that our media queries are working, let's delete these lines of CSS. And first of all, let's remove this nav bar from here. So here I'll just type nav container, and I'll just set the display to none. And now we can see that the nav bar is not displayed in our mobile version. And we'll also remove this image from here, because in our mobile version we don't have the space to add the image. So here I'll just add the selector of the image as well. So I'll just type my header image. Right now the image is not being displayed. Now let's reduce the font size of this heading. So let's type my header h1, and we'll set the font size to 50 pixels. And now let's style the my header division. So let's type my header, and first of all let's add a padding of 32 pixels. And in our desktop version we had given a height of 100 viewport height to the my header. So here we can see we have set a height of 100 viewport height. So let's unset the height over here in the mobile version. So I'll just type height and unset, so that the height will be adjusted even if we have different sizes of device. And we will set a minimum height, and we'll set it to 100 viewport height. So it should have at least a height of 100 viewport height, but it will still be okay if we have a height more than 100 viewport height. So the minimum height should be 100 viewport height. And now we can see that we have this scroll bar over here. That's because we have added this padding over here, and we have set the height to 100 viewport height. So for that we have to use a property called box sizing, and we have to set it to border box. And now we can see that we have the correct height. Right now for this paragraphs, we will increase the space between the lines of text. So let's target the paragraph. So I'll just type my header p, and we'll set the line height to 1.8. And now we can see we have a lot more space between these lines of text. Right now let's add a different navigation menu for the mobile devices. So let's go back to our HTML, and let's scroll down, and here let's add the markup of the mobile navigation. And here before the body ends, I'll just add a division with the class of mobile nav menu. And in that we're going to have a logo over here on the left, and we will have a menu icon on the right. So let's create a division with the class of logo, and I'll just type lb dot. So here we can see the logo at the bottom. We will move it to the top using CSS. And then we also need to have the menu icon. So let's create a division with the class of menu icons, because we're going to add the close icon as well as the menu icon. So if you go to the images folder, here I have this image called close icon.png and also an image called menu icon.png. So first of all, let's add this menu icon.png. So here I'll just create an img tag, and I'll just type images slash, and I'll just select menu icon.png, and we'll also give it a class, and I'll just type menu icon. And we also need to add the close icon, but we will add that later. Right now let's go to our style.css file, and let's style this mobile nav menu. So here I'll just type mobile nav menu, and we'll just set the position to fixed, and I'll just set it to the top. So I'll just type top 0, and we want these elements to be one next to the other, so I'll just type display of flex, and we want the elements to be one on the left and one on the right corner. So let's type justify content and set it to space between. And right now the icon is not going to the right corner because we don't have a height of 100% for this nav menu. So for that we have to set the left position to 0 and the right position to 0. Right now let's add some padding, so I'll just type padding, and for top and bottom I'll just set a padding of 16 pixels, and for left and right we'll have a padding of 32 pixels. And let's add a background color, and we'll set the color to E0FBFC. And let's also add a box shadow, so I'll just type box shadow, and we'll set the values to 0, 4 pixels, 16 pixels, negative 4 pixels, RGBA, and 0, 0, 0, and 0.3. And we'll also set the Z index to some higher value so that it will always be at the top, so I'll just set a value of 100. Right now let's style the logo, so I'll just type mobile nav menu logo, and we'll set the font size to 28 pixels, and we will set the font weight to 900, and we'll also set the font family to Roboto. Now here we can see that the icon is not perfectly in the center, so for that let's type mobile nav menu icons img, and we'll set the vertical align to middle. And we also need to align items to the center here in the mobile nav menu, so here I'll just type align items to the center, and now everything is in the center. And that's basically it with the mobile version of our header. Now let's open the desktop version and let's see whether we have any problems in that. And here we can see if we scroll down, we have the mobile nav menu displayed over here. So let's hide that in the desktop version. So let's go back to our CSS, and here we'll just add a comment. I'll just type hidden items, and here we'll just type mobile nav menu, and we'll just set the display to none. And now we can see that the mobile nav menu is not displayed over here in the desktop version, but here in the mobile version we can see that the nav menu is being displayed. If you want to see how it looks on different devices, you can just right click over here and click on inspect, and then click on this button called toggle device toolbar, and here we can see how it looks on a Pixel 2 XL device. Let's check out another device, so let's click over here and let's select iPhone 10, and this is how it looks on an iPhone 10. So that's basically it for this video. We have created the mobile version of our header. Now in the next video I'll show you how to add the menu items for mobile devices. So if you click on this button, the menu items should be displayed over here, and there should be a close button over here, and when you click on the close button it should go back and we should have this screen. So we'll do that in the next video, and we're gonna add some JavaScript for that as well. So that's it for this video. If you have any doubts you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.